So just remember that at any time you can pause the video if you want to stay longer in any of the positions. So to start with, come into child's pose with your knees out nice and wide, taking a deep breath in, and as you exhale, sinking your chest as low to the floor as possible. On the inhale, lengthen, and on the exhale, try and release tension out of the body. From here, walking your hands over to the right hand side, but leaning into the left side of your body. From here, you can then move the left armpit up and down, which will stretch out the muscles and move them in a slightly different way. And then same, walking your hands to the left, but leaning into the right side and moving the armpit up and down. Remember to pause the video and linger longer in any of these positions. For the shoulders again, reaching the arm up, actively pushing the arm to the opposite side, the back of my hand. And then as I come through and to thread the needle, I'm going to actively push the back of my hand into the mat to deepen the stretch through the shoulder. Again, pause the video and stay longer if you need to. And then same on the other side. Right hand lifts, actively pushing the hand to the opposite side as you then take it through to the other side and actively push the back of the hand into the mat. From here, safely coming onto your back on the mat. You want to have as much contact with your back as possible. So right now my ribs have come up, so I'm going to imprint them. Taking a deep breath in, I'm going to hug my knees into my chest, trying to keep my sacrum in contact with the mat. If I lift my bum up, then I lose the stretch. So I'm going to push my sacrum into the mat, and I'm going to try and get my knees as close to my chest as possible. Also lengthening out, so I'm trying to make my spine as long as possible, so my head is long rather than being crunched up or with my chin up. I'm trying to have my spine nice and long by having my head flat on the mat as well. You should be getting a deep stretch into the psoas. I'm going to send my right leg away, take a deep breath in, and as I exhale, I'm going to hug my left knee in deeper and closer to the left shoulder. And breathing. From here, grab a band or something else that you might have and take it over the left foot. From here, I'm going to extend my leg up. Now this looks different. I can obviously straighten my leg, but depending on your flexibility and tightness through the hamstrings and calves, this will look different. But finding your maximum range of movement, which means having a slight bend in the knee and having the leg as close to your body as possible. From here, you're going to flex the foot, bringing the toes towards your shins, or point your toes up to the ceiling, and point and flex and point and flex, and never losing the closeness. So don't let the leg come away, trying to maintain that stretch as you point and flex. And this is a nerve glide, so it's releasing through the muscles as well as through the nerves. Now I want you to forget about the band. You're going to hook your left arm behind your left knee, hugging that knee in as close to your body as possible. You're going to point your toes on the way up and then flex your foot on the way down, keeping that contact with your thigh and your chest. So inhale, point, exhale, flex. Again, this is another nerve glide. You're then going to take, again, going into your maximum range, and you're going to point and flex and point and flex. Remembering the band, you're going to take it over the foot again, anchor yourself with your right hand, and you're trying to have the left leg as close to the body as possible, and then over to the left. And now this is getting a stretch from the inside of your leg. So you're anchoring with the right, taking the left leg over to the left. And breathing here again. Remember, pause the video if you need to. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, release tension out of the body. You're going to forget about the band. You're going to take the left knee to the right shoulder and drawing it as close to your body as possible, as well as over to the right. And again, use this depending on where you're feeling tight. Could be in the glutes, could be in the hamstrings, not in the hamstrings, sorry, in the psoas. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, release that tension out of the body. Remembering the band, you're going to hook it back over the foot. Now, trying to keep that closeness to the chest, you're now going to anchor your left hand over, and you're going to extend and lengthen through the left leg. Again, going to your maximum range while you're keeping it as close to the body and over to the right. Now this is getting the outside edge of your leg. You're going to point and flex and point and flex. And this will move through the outside of your leg as well as through the calf, through the hamstrings. And then keeping it in the flex position with your toes coming towards the shins as much as possible, and over to the right and relax. Forgetting the band, this time take your thigh to a 90-degree angle to your body as you let the leg fall over to the side. You can use your right hand on your left knee to deepen that rotation, and this should release through the lower back. Again, linger longer here. This can feel really nice to release through the back. From here, right foot down, left foot over right knee, hook right arm behind right knee as you take the left hand to push the left knee away. So you've got these opposing forces, hugging the right leg in, pushing the left knee away, releasing through the glutes, inhaling and exhaling. Breathing through the nose will get more oxygen back into your body if you've done a workout. From here, coming onto your side to get to the quads, I'm going to have a slight bend in my bottom leg as I then grab my left ankle. Now if my knee is up, I don't feel it. And if I'm pulling my ribs forwards, I don't feel it. So I'm stacking, I'm in a line as much as possible. I'm going to try and take my knee level with my hip, and I'm going to pull my foot back, as well as slightly bring my hips forwards without letting my ribs flare. And this is a stretch through the psoas as well as through the quads. Remembering to inhale and exhale and feel that lengthening through the body, through the muscles, that releasing tension. And now we're going to do the same on the other side. So left leg out long, take a deep breath, and as you exhale, draw that right knee into the right shoulder, trying to create that compression, and exhale, releasing that tension under the body. We're going to take the right arm behind the right knee and hook it, trying to keep that closeness as we point our foot on the way up, and exhale on the way down, keeping that closeness of the thigh as we point and flex, and point and flex. Now you're going to go all the way up, and you're going to point and flex and point and flex. And then you're going to remember the band, placing it over the foot as you lengthen up. Now again, wherever your maximum range is, but with a slight bend so you're not overextending, but trying to have it as close to the body as possible as you go back into that point and flex and point and flex. Keep it in the flex position. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, drawing the leg as close to your body as possible. Remember, pause the video if you need to. I'm going to take my left arm out to the side, trying to keep the closeness of my right leg as well as opening it out to the right to get a stretch through the inside of my thigh. Using my left arm to anchor me. Inhaling and exhaling, long, slow breaths. Slowing the heart rate, calming the body. Trying to release tension out of the body. From here, kind of forget about, you can take the band off or let it fall down as you draw the right knee in close to the body and then over to the left shoulder. And this will get a stretch through your right glute, Inhaling and exhaling. From here, you're going to remember the band, placing it over your foot as you lengthen the right leg out to the left. Again, trying to keep it as close to the body as possible whilst coming over to the left as you point and flex and point and flex, and release that tension through the calves. Keep it in the flex position as you hug it as close to the body and over to the left as possible, getting that nice stretch all the way down. From here, forgetting the band as you take the right thigh to a 90-degree angle to your torso, as keeping your shoulders in contact with the mat. Left hand goes to right knee to create a little bit of pressure as you get that rotation through the lower back. From here, you're going to take the left foot down, right foot over left knee, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, hug the left knee in towards you, push the right knee away. Always thinking about the integrity of the movement, so not having your head up here, but keeping it down, but also listen to your body, so make modifications so it feels comfortable for you. And if you feel it relaxing, see if you can hug the leg in closer and push it further away. And now we're going to come to stretching the quad. So coming onto your side with the left leg on the bottom, slight bend, but remembering back of your head in line with your shoulders and not in line with your bum. Again, don't flare the ribs, keep them stacked. Keep the knee level with the hip as you pull the leg back, slightly leaning into the hip without flaring the ribs. So inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. And that is a lovely little routine for you to stretch out the whole body. I hope you enjoyed.